What is up, Sideways fan? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we're here at the shop and we got a big old truck behind us that we're just going to be unloading this car right now. We got another 450 SL that just came in. He towed it in from Arizona. Been talking to me for a while about getting this done, so let's get it unloaded and we'll do a quick walk around in the car. So definitely gotta say, this thing is just ridiculously clean. This is just like Cam's one that we went ahead and did. It's pretty much the same car. This one's quite a bit cleaner though. We got the Big Bertha shitbox V8 that's in this thing that we're going to be ripping out and redoing everything. You can see it's got the panel that we used to have on Cam's as well. We'll probably have to clean up the engine, give it a quick little touch up, so some paint, some flat black or something, and kind of walk through everything with him and what we're going to have to do and not do to get him to have something fun and reliable to cruise with. You know, we'll probably do the intercooler up here like how we did on Cam's too. Run the piping through and everything. Be pretty cool. And then interior wise, it's just super clean, dude. Like, look at this thing. Super, super, super nice. Like, minty. He says it still runs too, which is kind of funny. So, historic vehicle plates. I mean, all in all, super nice car. Let's check and see how she runs. And then he went ahead and brought us the 1JZ GTE non-VVTi that, with the auto trans that he already has in here. Throttle body. Looks like it's a Soar engine, because you can see the rear sump on here, so we'll have to go ahead and convert that to a front sump for him, because I don't believe the car runs a rear sump. I'm pretty sure that we did with the front sump on that thing. He's got the throttle body back here. Hopefully we have a gasket for this. Looks like we have no TPS. Maybe we can pull that off. Got a semi intercooler, got a battery, a couple of little miscellaneous things, but for the most part, we're all there. I mean, even the wiring harness is Soar. So we'll get into all that once we get it off the car. So it was pretty sketchy. The car didn't have any brakes. Had to pull up the trailer, but I got the 1J on the forklift right now. We're gonna go ahead and pull her inside. What is up, Sideways fam? Welcome back to the channel. We're here on Saturday. The Mercedes just got here a few days ago. We went ahead and had a little clip of this. I'll show the car getting unloaded in a little bit. If you know anything about my shop and you know anything about these cars, we've already done one before. It was a 450 SL around the same year. I guess he ended up seeing our video or our post or someone's post online that we did it, and he went ahead and towed his car in from Arizona. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a walk around to the car a little bit better, because we got the car kind of sprayed down and washed up. So let me go ahead and walk around real quick. We'll kind of show you what's in the engine bay, all the work we're going to be doing. We're going to be getting this engine out, and we have a 1JZ GTE non-VVTi right here on the floor. We're going to start pulling the twin turbos off, getting the automatic transmission pulled off, resealing a few things. We got the custom engine mount kit. We're going to be putting a 1JZ in this thing, so stay tuned. So I like the super gold, old school Mercedes plates. The old emblems are super cool. It's got this really, really huge engine in it. Last time we did this, it took us like a gang of people to pull this thing out and to kind of carry it on the cherry picker, because it almost collapsed and stuff, because it's just so freaking heavy. And the engine bay is so long, it just was a pain in the ass. So we're gonna have to cut all this stuff out in here. And last time we put the intercooler in here and welded tabs. It was really, really cool. It ended up looking really, really nice. So we're going to end up having to delete all the amenities, unfortunately. With the way that everything is in this car, it would just be too hard to keep the AC working and to keep the heater and everything else and to have it look good. So, I mean, we are going to have to remove all that stuff. The customer did ask about us possibly keeping it, so maybe I will double check once again just to make sure there is anything that we can do about it. But last time we deleted everything in the bay, it looked really, really good. The customer actually got a trophy for Supers in Vegas 2 years ago. And everybody was just freaking out about how cool the car is. This one, though, is 100% way cleaner. Like, the wheel well arches aren't all fucked up. All the moldings are there. All the interior is, like, spot on and immaculate. It's been, like, very well maintained. The paint's in good condition. You know, everything's just been taken care of really, really well. I don't know why he chose this car to swap out of everything, but if I had one of these that my old grandma had or something like that, and she was just going to give it to me, or I found it for a couple $100, you know, why not? I have to double check and see if this is a 380 SL. Or this is okay, it says it's a 560 SL is what it says on the rear. So last time was a 450, this is a 560. The trunks are super huge. The car is obviously from Arizona. I mean, look, dude, you can put a body back here. There's no problem with that at all. So we're gonna have to do a custom shift linkage to get the OEM shifter to line up like how I did last time. I gotta pull a dash apart. I've already been through this, so it's gonna be kind of cool, but last time we didn't end up getting to record any of this for YouTube for you guys. So definitely number 2. The first time was a VVTi 1J. We're going to be doing a non-VVTi 1J this time with a single turbo upgrade. So we're going to start pulling it apart. Look at this big behemoth, bro. Look at all this mess in here. Holy crap.
Call it Big Bertha.
Big boom boom. Oh yeah, I forgot about it being a steering box for this thing. Look at the exhaust. It's got this crazy like Y that goes from one side to the other for the V8. Oh, you gotta rip all this out too, dude.
Yeah.
Take the whole exhaust out, because we ain't running that. Yeah, we ain't going nowhere with that. It's super easy for the crossover. Look, all the hardware's there. That's pretty simple. The drive shaft's disgusting though. Look at that. How tiny that thing is.
Yeah, one piece, baby.
Holy crap. And then this thing right here, this shift linkage, you gotta like unbolt it from his trans or something. The linkage, this thing?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to cut it up and make it all work. That was fun. There's a ground here too. I don't know if you see it. There's a ground right here, don't forget that. And then I don't know where the mounts are up top. You have to get them from... Alrighty guys, so Kate and I went ahead and took everything off the bottom. We just need to go ahead and pull it up and out right now. So, look at how big this thing is in here. This car's huge.
It's weird because the car's not like super long, it's just really wide.
That wasn't funny.
What wasn't funny?
They're gonna be funny. Do something funny.
I don't know. Butter!
Like butter with how many 100-pound engine?
Gotta be at least 50.
Okay.
It's at least a 50-pounder.
Well, keep coming forward, keep checking it up.
Oh, it's these that you're talking about?
Why does Angel always look so cute, dude? Look at how buff he looks.
Should I cut the wire? Let me see if these wires are... Like what?
Are you buff?
Am I buff?
Show me your muscles. Angel, show me your muscles.
Throw the engine on your back.
Oh.
So squatting.
Alright guys, so we got the engine up in the air right now. As I had said before, this is a rear sump engine because this is a SOAR engine, which is why you can see the connectors on the wiring harness that are here. I'm going to be wiring this up in the car, and then we're going to be discussing what we're going to be using for a computer, like for monitoring and stuff. We're going to go ahead and do gauges in the car. We're going to do like an AEM CD5 or go standalone, or I'm not really sure what we're going to end up doing. So yeah, we got to pull the auto trans off. We got to pull the torque converter off. And then we can get this on a stand. We're going to swap the pan over. We're going to start deleting all the stuff that we don't need on this and making it less crazy. I did just realize, which is probably good to record anyways too, his throttle body, well, first of all, it's missing the gasket and for the throttle body, which is kind of specific to 1JZ. But second of all, on the throttle right here, he doesn't even have the linkage that goes in here that actually even spins a TPS. So when I actuate this, it's never going to do anything because the whole piece is missing in here. So basically this is only good for somebody who had broken their throttle body or had like an ECTSI throttle body or like the other one that has the traction control here that's super ugly. You could just transfer your piece over onto this one or unbolt this section here and then just change it over, and then it would be a useful throttle body. But I don't have parts like that lying around for him, so I don't know what we're going to do about intake manifold at this second. Gonna have to call him and talk to him about that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this on here. We're gonna get it on the stand. Caden's gonna start getting everything put together, and hopefully later on today, if we're lucky, we can start building engine mounts for the car and get the engine in the car today. All right guys, so we're back at the shop. Engine got pulled out a couple days ago. It's kind of Christmas vacation right now, so it's kind of crazy, but Caden went ahead and stripped the whole engine down. We went ahead and already kind of went through everything, checked everything out, made sure everything was gonna be okay to be used. We've already went ahead and pulled the intake manifold off, cleaned everything so that it wouldn't be super nasty. We're gonna go ahead and get the trans hooked back up to this thing, and then we're gonna get it put in the car so we can go ahead and build our engine mount brackets, then we can start on intercooler piping and all the other good stuff. So let's get it. All right guys, so right now we got the 1J in, we're leveling the trans, leveling the engine. We gotta put a level on it still, but we're looking like we're pretty good. So right now we're about 45.5 from fender to fender, from bolt to bolt, going across. Not a perfect measurement, obviously, because I mean, obviously body lines and stuff, and the car could have been crashed or whatnot. but we're doing it kind of just across. So we should have 23 and basically 23 and a half just to be, or 23 and
22 and 75. 22 and like a half.
Okay, well, 22 and like a half to be in the middle, and that's pretty much where we're at right now if you look down the galley. And then down the front, even just looking down, you're dead eye in the middle. So we're just gonna level her out so that I can go ahead and start building mounts and then give her a little bit of some height, because obviously right now we're resting on the oil pan. So we're gonna have to bring that up and off. So we're gonna probably need another jack or block of wood to get this up where we need it. And then we can start building our mounts. And I mean, if you look, just to kind of give everybody a little bit of an idea, get this out of here. You can use a factory engine mount, and then you have your 4 bolts right here that would be typical for any JZ. You could build it like this until like there, or straight across, or we'll probably go 4-bolt plate, and then just do like a flat bar V notch right here, a V bracket down across to here. We can run the OEM bolts with the nuts, or even put our own hardware in. And that'll be pretty much it. On this side, it's pretty much the same thing. We're gonna have to bend the AT lines, up and out of the way or underneath or something so that they're not in the way of the turbo. More than likely, we'll have to just go around the steering box here, come up, bend down, possibly fasten to the firewall, and then run up and over, and then we'll have to get that into our trans cooler or whatever we're gonna run too, because obviously anything aftermarket, how we normally do with our radiator setup, we're gonna have to run a cooler just because they're gonna be a manual style radiator with E-fans. So downpipe's gonna be kind of a bitch because obviously we're kind of stuck to being around here. So we can't run our typical cut around and drop straight down downpipe because it'll hit the steering column. So we're gonna have to fab a custom downpipe or modify a custom downpipe to make all that going. We've already removed all the rest of the AC stuff. As you guys can see, there's plenty of room for a radiator. Obviously, even a clutch fan, if you could even run like a OEM style radiator. So we'll see how we're gonna do it on this one. Not really sure right now. We still got a lot to do. So let me go ahead and get a level on this thing, see where we're at, and then we can go ahead and start building mounts. So we're fabbing up the mounts right now. We already got the driver's side already finished, so and mocked up. So kind of pretty much how it's gonna go down right there. I got one more over here. And then obviously we'll do some cleanup and some washers and paint everything and make it look nice so it can be decent. So we've already leveled everything out. You can see in the level over here that it's in the middle too. So next thing after this, we're gonna go ahead and start mocking up the turbo kit. And we already know the intake manifold's gonna fit, so that's no big deal. But we're gonna get the turbo kit all mocked up, see where we have for space for downpipe.
Hey man. Woo. That's how you weld right there. That's how you make weld right there. Right there. Ooh wee. Okay, so I just got done making this new trans mount. The one from like the original transmission was this huge long plate that covered all these holes throughout here. So what I did was I just got some plates that we use for the motor mounts, and then I butted them all together, plasma cut these holes for the stock Toyota trans mount, and then luckily I just got lucky and they lined up in each hole. And then I just welded those babies right up through there, and then I did on top too, keep some of that strength and rigidity. And then so now what I'm gonna have to do is, this right here is the Toyota shift linkage for the auto trans, and this is for the Mercedes shifter up top. So what we're gonna do is pretty much just weld these two together, figure out a way to do it so that when you put it in park in the Mercedes shifter, it's actually in park in the Toyota trans too. So from inside the car, you can't tell it has a Toyota transmission in it. So that's my next thing. Okay, so pretty much what I'm doing now, I just painted this trans mount black just so it doesn't rust and stuff like that. I'm waiting on doing the shift linkage because I need to get this drive shaft in.
Alrighty guys, so Caden showed you everything under the car. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the mounts. This is all finished and done in here. We went ahead and painted the block. Got a real simple, like basic mount, nothing too crazy. This side's all nice and done too. So we're all good on this side too, just real basic. This is how I did it last time on the other car. Used some flat bar, made a custom plate for it. Came out really, really good. I'm really, really happy with it. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get the turbo kit on. We have a Superstar manifold over here, a black one with a 45-46 mil V-band already on it. They already come with the gussets and everything too. This is one of the ones we had lying around too, so I'm just gonna go ahead and have us use it. We got a brand new Turbosmart Hypergate right here. So this has a 14-pound spring in it, so we're gonna have to open this thing up right now. It'll come with a bunch of different springs in the boxes that we order for you guys. You'll also have a tool, so we're gonna go ahead and put this inside of it right now and drop it down from a 10-pound spring to like a 7-pound spring. Or actually this is a 14-pound spring, but yeah, we're gonna put this spring in. This is the one that we normally have for like all of our GE stuff. We don't want to overboost it and have the ECU cut. We got to go ahead and put all the flanges on and everything, get all that situated. So let's get all that on and we'll get the manifold in the car. Alrighty guys, so it is Wednesday. Last night we ran out of gas for the welder, so we had to kind of stop our fab stuff. We got a lot of stuff done this morning. I'm gonna kind of give you the update of what's all going on right now and where we're at with this, and then we're gonna have to go pick up parts today, so this is pretty much gonna be the end of the video, but let me show you where we're at right now. Alright you guys, so as we can see, we've already went ahead and removed the cross brace that goes across. We've already cut out the sections for his intercooler, so that's already all mounted, and we went ahead and put riv nuts in right here, so it'll actually screw in, and we have our brackets while they do our intercooler. That's already there. Got our 90s going in. We already did the intercooler piping, got a brand new comp turbo on there on a Superstore manifold that he's got. So looking pretty good. We already did the intercooler piping on this side. We're kind of thinking about as far as dress up and what we're gonna do to make this thing look good. Still haven't made a decision about how crazy we're gonna get with it because I don't know what the customer's budget's gonna allow us to do. But basically, besides the radiator fab, we're all done. We still need to go ahead and do some drive shaft stuff still and figure out what we're gonna do about that. But I mean, we gotta go ahead and hook up his brake booster line here. We got to go ahead and make his adapters for his fuel lines we got back here to hook up to the rail. I've already removed the dampener. This is a completely different intake manifold that I had that had a kickdown cable set up on it and has everything, has the gasket, has the attachment here that he's missing. So we're going to have to just sell him another manifold to get it done in a timely manner. We still need to go ahead and order him the AC, the leaf bracket. We're going to try to pick that up today for him. Everything else looks pretty good. So we're going to do a intake pipe out of the turbo. I'm going to go ahead and TIG weld these shut in the upper water neck. Maybe we'll paint that for him. Not really sure. First things first, we're going to get everything running, and then we can go ahead and go back and clean everything up later. We got a lot of room, you guys. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's room for days. You could stand in the engine bay back there if you wanted. There's a lot of room to go down pipe. It's going to have to be custom made or handmade. There's probably no kit that we're going to be able to go ahead and just bolt in for that. But I mean, even over here, you can get to everything. I mean, look at the room, you guys. You can get to all the transmission bolts. You can get to everything. Usually in these cars, how I did it last time, I went ahead and put a hole here, mounted the ECU all under there, under the OEM cover, had our sticker on it, ran the wiring up and in. It looked really good, but I mean, if he wants to keep his blower, I believe we have to keep that in the car. Because I mean, obviously, it does look like it's a blower motor. I mean, it spins around and shit, so we'll have to deal with that later. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're very close to getting this thing almost running. Maybe before Christmas, I don't know. We got one more day. I mean, that should be enough time if we can get everything fabbed out and knocked out today for me to at least get it wired up and started, which would be a huge step in the right direction. We still gotta do gauges and dress up and clean up and clean the whole car and show the car off and drive the car and a whole other mess of stuff. But just to get it going, I mean, this video is supposed to be made into 2 videos. We went ahead and did it in 1. Sorry for not updating you guys lately. It's been the holidays, a little too busy over here to just be posting every single day like we normally do. Yeah, guys, that's what's up. Any questions or concerns, anything you guys want to go ahead and see in the next video, or anything you want to ask about, go ahead and message me. Instagram, you can do it through my cell phone. You can do it through the YouTube channel. But